All right, guys, in this video, we are going to get a little bit more advanced. And of course, this video is for you guys that are already using the Digital Crypto Solutions Bitcoin wallets. And in this video, we are going to talk about using the multi-wallet strategy, okay? Because this is going to help you grow your Bitcoin faster, right? And I think a few of you guys have already picked up on it. Particularly, I know for a fact the moderators of the forum, they've already done their research and understood how to use that to their benefit. However, I'm understanding that most of you guys have not gotten to that point yet where you understand the benefit of the multi-wallet strategy. So I'm going to go over that in this video, and also in the video I am going to recap on a lot of other resources within the wallets that can help you expedite the growth of your Bitcoin. Okay, so we're going to kind of step through all of these things so that you have a better understanding of how things work and why you want to go this route. Now, all of this information, guys, is contained in the documentation, which I'm going to show you where it is and how to access it. But I understand that many of you guys don't like to read, you don't like to do research, and you'd rather just be told what to do. So in this video, I'm going to help you by telling you what to do that is in your best interest, okay? And what triggered me to create this video was this video that I released a couple days ago, yesterday or something like that. And Crypto Fan came out, checked out this video because I did this video demonstration on my poor man's wallet, which is on the high yield BTC, which is here. And they asked, is this wallet in addition to drip to BTC? So understand, guys, that currently there are three white labels for the site. So there's the drip to BTC, there's a high yield BTC, and then there's a sovereign Bitforge. Okay, so each one of these operate in the same way. However, because they are white labels, uh, you have different owners of each of these sites. So it's up to the owner to advertise their own particular website, right? Now, for me as the developer, I promote it in a way that it doesn't matter which site you use because they all working the same. And also, like if you use the typical btcwallet.app, um, where can I find that? Yes, if you go to btcwallet.app, guys, and I'm gonna use this in a different browser, but if you go to btcwallet.app, this is going to direct you to one of the legitimate sites that are running our Bitcoin wallet. So see, in this case, it went to the sovereign Bitforge wallet. So the purpose of this is to send the same amount of traffic to each one of the sites, because I have no skin in the game on who gets whatever sign up or whatever the case is. That is up for each of the owners of these white labels to advertise to their own following, right? So by going by the BTC Wallet.app, that's going to redirect you as a user if you use this link to either of those sites. Okay, so I just wanted to be clear on that, and understanding that Crypto Fan here was not even aware of the other platforms. So that's why I want to drop this video. And as I explained to this particular user, you can have up to 10 wallets on each site. You can have 10 on high yield BTC, 10 on sovereign Bitforge, 10 on drip to BTC. However, if you go over that 10 limit, the system is going to identify that and start slowing down your credit conversions. Okay, so that is not something that you want to do. You want to make sure you cap off each registration with 10, no more than that. And keep in mind, guys, all of this information is documented. And to get to that documentation, I'm going to show you several things. I mean, in the email you receive, let's go to this one here. I have this email open. Okay, so when you register for a wallet and it tells you, hey, your new wallet is ready, gives you your login information, and then it says here, please be sure to review the awareness guide. This guide, guys, is giving you very detailed information about the platform so that there's no questions that you may have. You can use this table of content. Here's the key. We want to ensure that all users have a full understanding of key information that pertains to the wallet. Okay. Understanding that the information presented in these articles can enhance your experience, save you money, and help you avoid potential pitfalls. So you users of the wallet, you guys are encouraged to read this documentation, right? And like I say, it's broken up. Where's my scroll button? Yeah. All right, it's broken up in different allotments. So this is talking about the minimum deposit. Here, the registration limit. So you don't want to have over 10, 10 registered, 10 wallets per website. Um, let's see, go back up to the top here. Talks about security. All of the features of the wallet is presented here, guys. And when you understand this information, it will help you create strategies. Now, starting here after 9, all of the updates that have been done since the automated Satoshi stacker are now in the forum, guys. So that's why that link is there. And it'll bring you here because since then, we've released the stimulus program. We've done updates to close out all unfunded wallets, give you guys detail on what happens if something were to happen to me or to you guys, what happens with your assets so you guys know that they are secure and that you can recover them automatically, and the release of the delayed credit. So this is the place to come here for all of the latest updates. Okay. Now, with all that said and done, guys, and also let me also share that in the wallets, the links are down at the bottom, guys. This same awareness guide, you can access it here. If you want to know more about how the wallets work, click here. If you want to check out the Bitcoin price at any time you're not logged in, go there. You can authenticate the site here to make sure it's a legitimate site that is running our software, and you can check out how the fees are applied to this wallet and how they're reimbursed to all of the users. Okay, so there's a ton of information out here at your fingertips, guys, if you use them. Now, in this video, I am going to be explaining some things because I understand everything that's in the documentation, and I'll just be relaying that information over to you guys so you can benefit from these wallets to an even greater degree by using the added features and by implementing a multi-wallet strategy. Okay. Now, in this video, for this particular uh, demonstration, I am going to create additional wallets. So I don't think I need this anymore. Let me close that window. Don't need that anymore. Let me close this window. You guys know where to go at this point. And this here is the email address that I use, this free cash to BTC that I use for the wallet where I was able to use $5,000 of somebody else's money. So in this whole campaign, I didn't put in any of my own money. I used other people's money, got about $5,000, and I'm using that to, I started using it to trade. Once I maxed out my trading, I transferred it over to the wallet, and now I'm allowing those wallets to generate more revenue for me. Okay, so that's this wallet here. And when I created that, it was on the Drip to BTC platform. Okay, now keep in mind, guys, when I created this, I initially transferred $200 over back in April. And then most recently, I sent over the remaining amount of Bitcoin off of Coinbase into this wallet. Okay, so the goal now is to maximize my earning potential from this particular wallet. And keep in mind, you can have multiple up to 10 accounts or wallets on each platform, but you can only use one email address per platform. However, with this free uh, free cash to BTC email address here, I can use that email address to create one on high yield BTC and one on sovereign Bitforge as well. And that's what I'm going to do in this video to demonstrate how you can use a multi-wallet strategy. And you can have 3 wallets or up to 10 wallets on a single platform if you want to. You'll just have to have more email addresses. And let's get into why I'm doing this. And I'm going to show you guys very plainly. So again, this is my drip to BTC wallet, the one I have. I put like $5,000 on. And here's another wallet here, my poor man's wallet, which I demonstrated in this video. So if you guys just go out, check this video, how it went from $50 to $300, this is that wallet, okay? And be not deceived, this is still, even though the price of Bitcoin just tanked yesterday or the day before, we're still close to a $300 valuation because while I have $177 in credits here, you guys remember from a previous video, I just started purchasing delayed credits. So I purchased that on the 10th, and I will be receiving $116 worth of Bitcoin back on November the 9th. So if you add those two numbers up, it'll be close to 300, okay? So, and that's with just a $50 investment. All right. Now, here's the key thing I want you to look at, guys. We're going to look at my poor man's wallet here where I only put in $50. And we're going to look at my drip to BTC wallet here, my free Bitcoin wallet here. And we're going to evaluate the number of credits. In this wallet, I have $925 worth of credits that have to be converted. In my poor man's wallet, I only have $177 worth of credits that have to be converted, right? Now, let me focus your attention, guys, on the conversion rate, okay? So the conversion rate for the lower amount, of course, is going to be lower than that of the one that's paid a higher amount, okay? So if you got more credits to convert and you're using the wallets properly, that amount, your conversion rate is going to have more Satoshis per hour. Understand that. All right, so that's just by default. That's how the system works, and that's fair and balanced. However, guys, there's a mechanism that all of the math and things, the way it was designed, is to prevent manipulation of whales. So if a whale wanted to come in, put in a whole huge chunk of money and try to extract that out, they're not going to be able to do it. So it doesn't matter if you put in just the base $20 or $100 or $200 or $500 or $5,000. The system is still going to issue credits and conversions based on the overall system and how much credits have to be converted, but it's not going to allocate all of the resources to someone that chose to buy $10,000 worth of credits, okay? Now, here's the key we want to look at. We see a conversion rate of 29, close to 30 Satoshis per hour for my, what is this wallet? Poor man's wallet. And we see a higher conversion rate for ones that where I am owed more credits. Now look at this, the conversion APY. This is what's key, guys. So if I look over here, I'm seeing that my conversion APY is 4%, whereas I'm looking at my smaller amount of credits. I'm seeing that even though I'm getting fewer credits per day and per hour, my APY is greater. And this is because the more that is owed, guys, even though they're getting a faster conversion rate, simply for the fact that there's more owed to that wallet, is going to take a longer amount of time for those credits to convert. Again, that still comes in the whale dynamics, right? To prevent whales from coming in. Now, with that said, guys, understand this. This can be quickly adjusted. The wallets are always adjusting based on the market. And currently, most of the wallets have balances or credits like between the range of like $20 up to $2,000 or something like that. And because that's the typical range of most users, the conversion rates are going to be according to that. But if we were to have other people come in and just drop in $100,000 and start using that, right? Well, that you're going to have to equate that $100,000 with the range, the majority range of the $20 to $2,000 range. So the person that buys credits with that $100,000, if he buys a lot of credits, his conversion rate is going to be at a slower pace, but in adjustment with the smaller amounts, right? However, if you have 100 people come out and put out $100,000, that's going to boost the conversion rates for everybody. Okay, so I hope that makes sense to you guys. Not something that you really have to worry about, but just so you guys understand that the system is going to auto adjust based on the market conditions, how people use it, how often people use it, so on and so forth. So, our goal as an investor in Bitcoin is to get as much Bitcoin as we can as soon as we can and expedite the growth of our Bitcoin. So again, when I look at this wallet here, my poor man's wallet, and I'm see, hey, I'm getting an APY of 31%. However, on this wallet here, where I have $900, I'm only getting an APY of 4%. Well, guys, I want a high APY as much as I can get it. And this is where a multi-wallet strategy comes into place. Because understand right now, I'm sitting on $3,000 worth of Bitcoin in this wallet. Now, of course, it's closer to 6,000 because if you come out here and look at the purchases I've made for delayed credits, I've been kind of going in hard on that. So I have about $1,500 or so. Is that 15? It's 5,000 maybe of delayed credits, which I am that should be released within the next 30 days, right? So so this number is more closer to like 4,700, and then I got these credits converted over. But because of the current rate in which my credits are converting over, I want this to be higher. Okay, so the strategy now for this particular wallet, now not this one here, I only pulled this up so you guys can see a clear example that if you have smaller amount of credits, you will get a slower conversion rate. However, your APY will be greater. And ultimately, we all want greater APYs, right? I am not satisfied with a 4% conversion rate in this wallet. So for this wallet, I am not too particular about purchasing more credits. You guys understand that, right? Because I have enough credits to where as these credits convert over, it's still giving me a 4% APY, and I want a greater APY. All right, so right now, what I'm going to do is use the same email address, this free cash to BTC. Can I copy that? And create myself a high yield BTC wallet and a sovereign Bitforge wallet. From there, I am going to move some of this Bitcoin that's sitting on this wallet to those wallets. And then I am going to purchase credits. I'm going to set up an automated process. And then I am going to purchase some delayed credits because that's going to kick out some returns within 30 days. Okay. So let's get the ball rolling with this. And I already know high yield BTC. So I'm going to just go there. I type that right. And I am going to come out here and register for a wallet. Yes, I know the terms. I am good to go with that. VHJFXHJ. And I am going to use that email address. Oh, man. is that? Free cash. I thought that's what I copied, isn't it? I guess that's copying the URL. Okay, free cash to BTC at proton.me. Free cash to BTC at, okay, yeah, that still saved it from a previous one. Okay, good deal. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that. I should receive a confirmation here. So I'll wait a minute for that to come in. Shouldn't take long, but that should be coming in from high yield BTC. All right, so while that's coming up, guys, I will just come out here and recap on uh, some of the other benefits that I've been doing and that you can do as well to help expedite the growth of your Bitcoin. So this right here tells you how many credits are converting per hour, okay? This field right here, the Bitcoin converted from credits, this is going to give you how much has converted for an entire day, okay? So let's consider this information. On a daily basis, this is kicking out about $1 worth of credits, converting that into Bitcoin on a daily basis. Notice, guys, where spikes come in, where this particular day it did $1.37, almost 30% above that, right? Now keep in mind that is because you get what you call boost points. These points are described in the documentation, but what that does is say anytime you purchase credits from the marketplace, you get boost points for 24 hours. So we see that occurred on the 10th, right? Some of that occurred on the 10th, some of it may have lapped over to the 11th, but we see here, if I click on credits purchased, note that I do have the stimulus program going on, but I did make purchases in the marketplace on the 10th. So I purchased some here, I purchased some here, I purchased some here, okay? So I made those purchases in the marketplace, and because of that, I was able to receive a boost of credit conversions for that day. Now, in addition to that, because I made these purchases on that day, when the stimulus program kicked in, because I have that automated as well, within 24 hours of making this purchase, it says, okay, when you purchase your daily stimulus amount this day, you're going to get 6% instead of the normal 5%. Okay, so let me go out and explain that real quick. Okay, I see this email came in, but let me go ahead and finish this explanation. You come out to settings and you look at the stimulus generator here. Okay, this right here, you could tell the system, hey, I want to purchase credits on a daily basis, and this is the amount I want to purchase. Okay, once you do that, it's like a set it and forget it. So you can, once you set this up one time, you can walk away from your wallet, not have to worry about logging in again or anything, and the system will continue to purchase credits at a discount and convert those credits to Bitcoin at a 1-to-1 ratio. Now, if I come back to the dashboard, guys, again, we see that these credits were purchased from the stimulus. This is automatic, right? And it gave me 6% this day because that was within 24 hours of me making a purchase in the marketplace. So there are multiple benefits you get from buying credits directly off of the marketplace, right? However, I don't want to purchase any more credits out of the marketplace with this wallet because I have enough already and I'm not satisfied with a 4% return. It doesn't make sense for me to buy more credits, at least not at this time, until more big players start coming in, right? So thus, I am going to go ahead and confirm this, copy that, and put that confirmation code in. So this is the new wallet that I'm creating, guys. I'm using the same email address here. All right. So there you go. I just created my wallet. It was that simple, right? And in addition to that, once you create a wallet, guys, you will receive a confirmation email giving you your login credentials so that if you get logged out during this process, then you can always go and check that email. Let's now go over to the settings. And this is something that I do, guys, and I recommend all you guys do just to get all of this out of the way, right? You probably want to come out. I typically like to have a timeout of 60 minutes, and I do want to have a backup recovery, and I'm going to use the same one I used here in this drip to BTC email here. So I'm going to copy that and just paste it here. So anytime something goes on with this wallet, I don't log in for a certain amount of time or something crashes, my Bitcoin will always be sent to that wallet. Okay. And from here, I am going to say receive some Bitcoin, because right now, guys, the goal is to take some of the Bitcoin that I'm sitting on, this $3,000 here, and purchase more credits from a different wallet so that they will have a higher conversion rate. Now, yeah, I'll still be getting a smaller amount of credits per wallet, but when you add all those wallets up together, overall, that's going to be more and give me more, a greater APY. Okay. So in this one, I said I clicked on receive Bitcoin. I am going to copy that. You can either click the link or something like that, click that copy link or copy it however you want to. Then I'm gonna come over here and I'm gonna send some Bitcoin to that wallet. So I just pasted that. I'm gonna put it in here. You guys remember there's a address detection here to let you know, hey, this is a new address. Make sure that is the address you want to send to. I know it is. So, and I'm going to send, let's say, I'm gonna send over $250 for each wallet, right? And I'm gonna show you guys what I do with that $250 so that things will kind of click in your brain. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and send that over. It's gonna charge me $1.34 to send that, but the payment should get there quickly. Okay, that payment has been sent. There we go. That payment has been received. All right, so now, guys, that I have this, oh, there is one thing I want to do actually. Come back to my drip to BTC wallet, and this is just a heads up for my reference in the future. Utilize the labeling features of the wallets, guys. So if I say, hey, I just sent some Bitcoin, it went to this wallet, and you guys notice this is my wallet address here. I'm going to say, because this is my free wallet that I'm using free Bitcoin with, or got the money for free, I'm going to label that additional wallet for free BTC or something like that. You can name it whatever you want to, however you want to name it, right? And once that's done, guys, if I come out here and want to send another payment to that address, this is going to confirm and let me know, hey, this was that additional wallet. So in the future, if I want to wonder where this money came from or where it went, I'll see that here. Okay. And if I need to send more send more Bitcoin to this wallet, I can do so like that. All right. So now back to the wallet that I just received that payment on. I haven't purchased any credits, and now comes in the strategy. What is it that you want to do with this wallet, guys? For me personally, I have a number of wallets that I don't log into on a regular basis, and this is going to be one of them. There are only about 2 wallets that I log in at least once within a week, right? This is not going to be one of them, and because of that, I am going to use automated features in order to continue to grow my Bitcoin. And preferably, I like the stimulus feature because that purchases credits on a daily basis, and I get that at a 5% discount. But to start off with, guys, I am going to purchase credits straight from the marketplace because number one, I get the greatest discounts. So as opposed to getting them at 5%, I can come out here to the marketplace and there's some available at 10%. Number two, when I make purchases in the credit in the marketplace, I'm getting those boost points. Number three, if I've enabled the stimulus generator, I will get 6%, and as opposed to 5%, right? So I'm getting greater discounts there too within the next 24 hours. Now, typically, I would just purchase like maybe once a day, but I don't plan on logging into this wallet again for a long time. So I'm going to purchase about $50 worth of credits from the marketplace. And the reason I'm doing that, I put 250 out here. I'm going to purchase about $50 worth. And then I'll be able to purchase some delayed credits, which is 3 times the amount of purchases you make in the marketplace. So I should be able to buy up to $150 worth of delayed credits and get 5% on that back in 30 days. And with the rest of the Bitcoin that sits on my wallet, that's going to be used for my daily purchases that I do through the stimulus program. Okay. So let's go ahead and make these purchases. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Guys, what is that? If I want to make $50 worth of purchases, looks like there are enough purchases out here. How many times I want to do that? 50 divided by 7. I don't feel like thinking. 7. I need to make 7 of these purchases here. And I'm just going from top down, guys, because it's easier. Right, so I'll make that 1. Or I can just look at my balance here. I'll wait till that gets down to what, like 190, between 190 and 200, something like that. So I'll make that purchase there. This is a slower way to do it. I could just go out and click on order credits or something like that, but it's no problem just clicking these buy orders here. Give it to me, give it to me, give it to me. Like I say, I'm just purchasing until my Bitcoin balance, available Bitcoin balance, gets down to below 200. Because I sent 250 out here, right? All right. That should about do it. Did I already click on that one, or is someone else trying to capture that order? Let's try that again. Okay. All right. So now I'm at about $200. That's close enough to the $50 I wanted to purchase, right? So now what that does, guys, I can now, because I'm not going to use this wallet too often anymore, right? I'm going to go ahead and, well, let me wait on enabling the stimulus generator because there's something I'm going to show you with that too. I'm going to head on over and purchase some delayed credits. So I purchased about, like I say, guys, about $50 worth of credits. So I should be able to purchase 3 times that amount in delayed credits. And again, what this is going to do is allow me to purchase whatever amount of credits, delayed credits I want, and it's going to give me either 5% in Bitcoin in 30 days or an additional 20% in credits. It will always preference the 5% in Bitcoin. So I'm just going to max this out, guys, and be satisfied with that purchase for the time being. And if I remember to log in at least once a month, I'll continue to kind of do the same thing. Might purchase a few more credits, come out here, purchase some delayed credits. Okay. Now, with that done, let's hop on over to the dashboard, and still got to give this time to digest and give me what the conversion rate is for the credits that I just purchased. And once that's done, it will also give me an APY on what I can expect for these credits to convert over. And I'm saying that APY is going to be greater than this 4% that I'm receiving on this wallet. So essentially, I've taken some of my Bitcoin out of this wallet, transferred it to another wallet for a multi-wallet strategy, and getting a faster APY. All right, there we go. That's been updated. So you guys see at this stage, guys, this is great because I'm now getting an APY of 63%. And keep in mind now, this is also because of the boost points. So you guys remember that I did just create or did just purchase some orders within the marketplace, right? So I get an extra boost there. So after 24 hours have passed, this will come down a little bit. Nevertheless, at this point, it's kicking out 63%. So I guess maybe by the time it comes down, the APY will be between maybe 45, 50%. Okay. And now what I'm going to do is come out to set the stimulus. So I'm going to head out to my settings and I'm going to enable the stimulus. And I'm going to default this to the minimum for now, guys. I'll come out again in a couple days just to see how many credits are converting on a daily basis, because the goal here is to ensure that what's converting on a daily basis is greater than the amount that I'm purchasing. Does that make sense? If I'm getting $1 back a day, I am more than willing to take 50% of that and purchase more credits at a 5% discount with it. Okay. So I'm going to update this to, for now, to 33 cents worth of credits a day. So I'm going to update that allocation there. And there we go. This wallet is basically set up, guys, to run on autopilot for me. Like I say, I'll log in again in a couple days and check what the conversion rate is by coming down to this right here, because by that time it'll have a full day of how much is being converted on a daily basis. And from that information, I will adjust my stimulus activity. All right. And also, just to finalize some stuff in the stimulus activity area, this is yet another added feature of purchasing in the marketplace. What happens here, because I've just made that purchase, I am now in the top 10 running, or this wallet is in the top 10 running to receive a payout in Bitcoin, which the stimulus program issues on a daily basis. So once that runs, and it runs at any given time within the day, it runs once a day, but it doesn't specify when it's going to run. It could be at the top of the hour or the last second. That information is not disclosed to anyone, even me, unless I go through and look in the database. But I ain't trying to hack or cheat or anything like that. I just purchase credits when I see fit. So you got the top 10 wallets here, and what it does is kind of adds up all of the total amounts of purchases that have been made by these wallets over the past 10 days. Okay. And it adds that up and allocates that Bitcoin to all of them based on the total amount that has been purchased over that 10-day period. So, so I should be getting some Bitcoin from this whenever this process runs. I might not, because if a lot of people come in and kick me out of the top 10, I will not receive it. But if I'm out here now, and if I do receive it, that's yet another benefit, guys, like I say, of making purchases in the marketplace. So that's the thing, guys, because the marketplace is key for generating income for the system. So it's always going to incentivize you guys to do that. But the multi-wallet strategy helps you do so to a greater degree, because if you purchase credits from a different wallet as opposed to just this one here, I don't want to purchase any more credits in this wallet because I already have enough credits that need to be converted. So I go out, get another wallet, and I'm getting a nice APY on that. Okay. And I think that covers it for this particular wallet here. Now let me do come out and change some stuff, because like I say, you do get that wallet. I know you guys are probably looking at this password, and some of you guys out there are crooks. And you might come out and try to change it. So, and this to show you if you need to update your password. Come out here, click on update password. I'm gonna put that in. I'm gonna enter me another password. Confirm that. Okay. Once I update that, so that password has been updated, and you guys that try to put that one in, it will not work. Again, it gives you the link to the awareness guide, guys. This is something that you want to look at and read. Also, anytime you make an update to your backup address, it is going to inform you with an email address so that you are aware of what's going on in your wallet. Okay, so with all that said, I'm gonna quickly do the same thing in a sovereign Bitforge wallet, right? So I'm gonna go out there and create that. I'm gonna use the same email address that I used here, register for that wallet. And you know what, guys? I'm not even going to record all of this because I think I've kind of explained everything there is to explain. ECEAWCPF. I think I've explained everything that needs to be explained by demonstrating that in the high yield BTC wallet. But essentially for this one here, guys, yeah, lets me know my password changed on the high yield BTC. And I should be receiving a confirmation email for Sovereign Bitforge. And whenever that comes in, I will do the exact same thing for Sovereign Bitforge wallet that I just did with this high yield BTC wallet. Okay. Transferring $250, $300 from this wallet over to this one. And let's see. Man, this thing is kind of slow to get the emails and stuff. What that has to do with anything with a proxy server or something. Oh well, it's neither here nor there. And as long as you guys get it in within a 15-minute period, you got plenty of time to come out and confirm it. All right, guys, I will proceed with this, but I will end the video here. If you got any questions or comments, feel free to leave them in the description below, and we will holler at you guys on the next one. Peace out. Hey guys, just a little extra bonus footage here. I have completed the setup of my Sovereign Bitforge wallet, and I was hoping, dang it, I don't think I caught it. Um, yeah, if you notice, if you go back in the video a little bit, you would have noticed that that conversion rate was sitting at 35%. Again, guys, this is where the um, boost points come in because there's an allocated amount of boost points they're given each 24-hour period. Where each second it passes, there's a 24-hour window. And whereas when I made that purchase, it was at 35% because I just came out and made an additional purchase of about $50 here, that lowers the conversion rate for other purchases that have been made within the past 24 hours. So this is an example, guys, to let you know that things are very dynamic and they fluctuate based on transaction activity. And here's the kicker, guys, which is really cool, is that let's say nobody purchases any credits from the marketplace within a 24-hour window, you come out and you purchase it. And even if you only purchase the lowest amount that's out there, guys, you are going to get the full allocation of those purchases, of the allocation up until somebody else comes out and makes a purchase, right? So, whereas I was the top position here, um, once I enable it on this one, yeah, I have not enabled that yet. So I'm still waiting on that to convert, but let me come out here and do this real quick. I need to enable the stimulus generator here. I'm going to set that up to 33 cents, update that. And then it should now list this wallet, this in my dashboard, as being an active participant in the stimulus. So if I click here, now I see that my address here is at the top. And I just made that, instead of purchasing numerous smaller amounts, I just saw one out there for $50. So I just go ahead and cop that. All right, so once this updates, the system digests the information, and then it's going to output a conversion rate here, and then give me the conversion APY based on that rate, okay? And we're going to wait on that just a little bit so I can show you guys something. And just to show you guys what I've done, I did go ahead and go through the process of purchasing some delayed credits. So by making that $50 purchase, I was able to purchase up to 3 times that amount of delayed credit. So I paid $151 today, and I'll be getting $159 back on the 11th of November. Okay. All right. So now this is updated, guys. All right. So what we're looking at now, guys, check this out. And keep in mind, this is with the boost points. So this gets boost points. This one here still has boost points, right? But consider this, guys. Over here, which was my original wallet, I'm getting a higher conversion rate than the others, right? However, these are still my wallets. So if I add a conversion rate of 28 here plus a conversion rate of 29 there, look what's happened, guys. If you add those together and compare that to the 39 I'm receiving here, I am getting a faster return. Okay, so I hope that is very clear and makes sense to you guys. But again, in order to prevent whale manipulation, multi-wallet strategy manipulation, there is a limit of 10 wallets per system. And if you guys even try to go over that, trust me, I ain't gonna tell you the secret sauce, but the system is very good at identifying if you try to come in with a large multi-wallet strategy. Just try asking the several people that attempted that at the beginning. Their credits were converting so slowly that they essentially had to sell those credits off in order to get their Bitcoin back. So you do not want to have more than 10 wallets per platform. However, this works perfectly to allow existing users to use multi-wallet strategies to grow their Bitcoin. So at this stage of the game, guys, with that $5,000 that I sent here, I'm not just getting 39 Satoshis per hour, right? I am now getting 57 plus that 39. So in a day, my total conversions for this particular campaign is more like 96 Satoshis per hour. All right, that was that bonus content. Hope it really triggers some stuff in your brain that many of you guys might not have understood before, but here it is, guys. All right, we'll holla on the next one. Peace out.